Well, good evening. Just a wrap up of the council meeting and work session for Monday, December 9th, 2013 for the City of Grand Rapids. The work session was actually interesting in preparation for our Truth in Taxation meeting that we had as a public hearing this evening after the council meeting. Brian Connors, the county assessor, Jeff Walker, the county auditor treasurer was in, and they gave kind of a tutorial 101 on how property taxes are calculated from the county standpoint. It's interesting to note they look at 14 component areas that make up the county taxes. The City of Grand Rapids is only the property tax that's charged on your tax statement is only one of the component areas of the 14. So our goal is to try and find out what those other 13 component areas are. The school district certainly is one, and the county is one, but what are the other 11? Is it some township stuff? So we had that. We also continued our 2014 budget discussion in preparation for passing our final levy next Monday. Keep in mind that we do not have a week in between council meetings this time. We are tonight on the 9th, and then 7 days would put us on December 16th. At that point in time, we will pass a final levy. Some of the interesting things we did not have any major things going on. Melissa Skoglund was done with her introductory period as the administrative assistant in the police department. We reappointed Max Peters and Gene McDonald to the library board, paid some of the insurances, general liability insurance for the calendar year, workers' compensation coverage through the calendar year coming up, approved a license renewal for Mann Theaters, had a department head report from Information Technology, Eric Scott, this evening. One of the interesting things there is we're moving from big computer where it's all driven underneath your desk, the guts of a computer system, to some just a smart screens on top. It's going to save anywhere from $300 to $600 per workstation across the city. That's going to be implemented in 2014 with a 2-person IT staff. That's a great task to undertake for them this year, but it's going to save quite a bit of money on the city side. Paid our bills, and then we had the Truth in Taxation hearing this evening. We had 2, 4, 6, we had 8 residents that got up and spoke. All of them had the same concerns. Why is our taxes going up? We did have an opportunity to have our city administrator do a presentation on the drivers and what calculates into the tax statement that they see. And like the rest of us, their concerns are certainly valid. Why and how can we control the costs? What is the city doing to control those costs? What can we do going out into the future? And to that end, we will continue to work on what it takes to run the city, take the input that we heard here this evening, refer the questions that we could not answer over to the county where potentially they can get the answer that they're looking for. But all in, it's a juggling act. We have to decide, what are we willing to charge and what are we willing to pay for the services that we think are necessary in the city of Grand Rapids. Are there some creative ways that we can do it? We heard some comments back on some of the things that they would like us to focus on as a council, whether it's how and what we do with LGA that comes back, what we do with fiscal disparities, what we do with tax rates, and what we do from an infrastructure standpoint, as well as is there still opportunities for the city to reduce from a staffing level. We will continue to look at all those areas. We will continue to work right after the first of the year. It'll be on the minds of department heads as they start preparing, through the 2014 calendar year, what they're going to need, from a department by department standpoint, looking at preparation for a 2015 budget. It's a process that even though you say you're going to start it in January, you're never too early when you're looking at what you need to do in order to run the city in 2015. It's going to, not even 2014 yet, but we will be doing that as a department head. We will be going out there and trying to figure out, okay, what's the preliminary numbers so that long about June, July, we will sit down as a council again, start to work and build a budget for 2015. So with that, hope everyone's staying in where it's a little bit warmer. Have a great week and stay warm. Enjoy the holiday seasons. Thank you.